Welcome to the Overthinkers.
We overthink everything, especially about how there's an incredible problem with the Incredibles.
I'll take the mic first. Okay, so, Matt Pat even called this out at the start of one of his film theories. Is Syndrome really the bad guy? I mean, if you really think about it, it's an odd moral. I mean, the moral of either you're born special or you're not important is not a good thing to teach children.
Yeah.
Come on, Pat, continue the torch.
Okay. Syndrome does clearly have his problems, like he's murdered, I believe you can count...
Five, right?
I want to say there are 10.
Oh, okay.
I believe he's murdered 10 superheroes, but, I mean, what he's doing could cause all superheroes to be legal again, which is a good thing. So...
And you can see them from one of his lines that he's actually planning to make everyone super, which in the movie it sounds like it's a bad thing, but when it's actually in practice, is it really bad? Because everybody can defend themselves.
Yeah, I mean, if you logically take this to extreme, why did he become a villain? Why did Syndrome become a villain? Who caused that?
Well, Mr. Incredible, but that's because he refused to have him help him. And I have a feeling that's because he didn't have any true powers, other than being way too smart for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, because he had no powers, he's not able to become a superhero. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's a terrible moral.
You see, this is why Iron Man is a great superhero.
It's like why we're more prone to like characters like Batman, Iron Man, because they don't actually have powers. They're human. Unlike Mr. Incredible, who's like, I can stop a train.
I mean, Captain America, depending on how you look at it, you could say he has superpowers, but it's more just a bunch of steroids pumped into him.
Basically just steroids. Oh, get shredded. But like...
So you're saying he's doing the
you could even have it to where... Say that into there.
No.
Come on.
He's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Captain America is Dwayne The Rock Johnson, approved, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you sure you should be part of the team called the Overthinkers?
No.
Oh, yep, I need to Photoshop that now, and I need to... Oh, boy.
Title of our Stardew Valley episode 2. Amazing, by the way. Anyway, regardless.
You're holding it backwards.
Regardless. I don't know if I'm an overthinker, okay? I overthink movies, not microphones. Anyway, off track. But, like, even if you, like, Mr. Incredible, is that his name? What is his name? It's been a while. Bob, but that's a stupid name.
I wonder if that's why they chose it. There's Bob, Helen, Dash, and Violet.
How did they know his power is going to be super speed?
Well, maybe they waited to name him. Maybe when he was freaking out when he was born, his arms were going super fast, and they're like, oh, yeah, super speed, Dash.
Wouldn't everyone know then? That'd be the doctor. Anyway!
Maybe the doctors were superheroes. We see only superheroes at their wedding.
Okay. Anyway, continuing. Like Mr. Incredible, I'm just gonna call him that, Bob.
Bob Cruz.
Dwayne The Rock and then Bob Cruz.
Okay.
This is why we need this.
This is why we need scripts. I mean, we had a good idea, and then you said Bob Cruz. Okay.
I mean, he said Dwayne The Rock Johnson is Captain America.
Anyway, it's still my turn. I have the microphone
of power.
I have the talking bot, people.
Anyway. Like, couldn't Mr. Incredible just hire him on to make him stuff?
Who? What?
Syndrome.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Why does he
wait.
Yeah! Exactly. Yeah! Why did he say, no, you can't do anything?
I mean, Mr. Incredible with flight would be awesome.
This also just shows how he's genuinely stupid.
I mean, you're not wrong. And Syndrome does say, in a bad way, he's being stupid. He's just being stupid. I'm gonna give everyone superpowers. That way everyone's super, so nobody's super. No, you idiot, you're just making everyone equal, and no, you stupid, that's a good thing.
If you're trying to be a villain, that's not much of a villain thing. Okay.
Exactly. The only thing wrong that he's done is murder, like, 10 people, and try to kidnap a child, and then get shredded by a propeller blade. Yeah, that movie's a lot darker now, thinking about it.
I guess so. You know what? This could also be psychological. You want to know the reason psychological why he killed the heroes? Because the person he looked up to basically is like, you're worthless. You can't ever do anything. Imagine if the hero, even if the person was a generally bad person, Star, they wouldn't actively say to you, because that would be killing their fans and that would be losing their money. That's just stupid.
Okay, imagine if one day just someone you looked up to very highly just said, "You're worthless crap."
I mean, yeah, that's what it is.
Go home, buddy. I work alone. That's what he says to his face.
I know. Yeah. To a 5-year-old,
to a 5-year-old, that hurts.
That hurts immensely. Like, he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
I feel bad for it. And how old is he when we, see him as a villain? Is he in his teens or 20s?
Because if
Teens.
okay. Yeah, he would be in his teens.
Well, that all depends on how old Mr. Incredible has gotten.
No, we even see... I'm just gonna... When was the movie made?
Wait, hold on. It actually does say when superheroes were made illegal, which was shortly after the incident with Buddy, so we could do math when it says something years late. Yeah, Buddy would be in his 20s if he was 5, because it says 15 years later,
okay.
I think.
Still, yeah, it'd be in his 20s. That's only college age, so what So you gotta also consider, that's exactly 20. He should be in college, or at least doing something. You also gotta consider, how is he getting money? There's a lot of factors into this.
Well, he does say selling weapons to other countries.
Okay, that's...
Okay, here's the thing. That's not necessarily evil. That's just business. No, okay. That is just business.
A lot
That's
of
just
businesses do it, actually.
Iron Man knows how to do that kind of business.
Number one, those are bombs, and his weaponry doesn't really kill that well. He had the droid, which I don't think he sold to anyone. His stun things don't kill. What weaponry does he use that,
Okay.
that he sells? That
No,
he
this is a
murders?
different theory. This different theory. On
is still
point.
theory.
The Jericho missile he's willing to sell to the military for a stupid amount of money, but
What military?
he doesn't say.
Okay. Jericho.
How did we get onto
Again.
Iron Man?
Okay, we need to talk about
I always
the
thought it
Incredible
was weird
Hulk.
how they were saying Iron Man started out as a villain. I don't know. It's like, yeah,
he more started out as an idiot who was blind to what he was causing.
Okay. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm not saying Syndrome's a good person. That's not the argument we're making. We're saying nobody is. That's our argument.
We're saying he's not such a bad person.
We're arguing, the thing is, how did he even get into selling weapons? How did all this happen? Taking it to the logical conclusion, there has to be some consent from his parents. Think about it logically. Because, if you think about this logically, he should be in college. There should be a lot of things. What?
What if his parents were super anti-hero after all those incidents, and thus were 100% supporting him when he said he wanted to make everyone super?
That's a bit of a stretch, but it makes kind of a bit of sense. There has to be at least some consent from the parents at a certain point. Because, taking this logical extreme, he's only 20, maybe 23, but it will take years to build that much money.
Unless he...
Apple wasn't built in a day.
Unless he, met Mr. Beast, and Mr. Beast, here's half my fortune.
Yes, no, seriously, think about this logically. When did he get into selling arms? This is what... Remember the intro saying we're overthinkers? We're more overthinkers than Matt Pat. I challenge you, Matt Pat. I challenge you. What if he actually...
Okay, well,
This video,
I
I'm
guess...
scared.
I guess depending on how...
If he's
Okay.
10, then he would be 30.
You know what? Looking at Buddy's height compared to Mr. Incredible, and given that Mr. Incredible is a beefy guy, he might be in his tweens, maybe teens. So he could be in his 30s. It's a stretch, and he's definitely, like, his face... No, his voice doesn't sound like...
Okay, comments, please tell us what actual ages he is canonically. I bet there's a wiki. You know what? Search it up. That's a great thing about using, having a computer. What age is Syndrome in The Incredibles? This is a great thing. Because this matters a lot to the theory.
Yes.
Never says.
We'll have to calculate it.
It never says.
Good grief.
Never says.
Syndrome. Hold on.
What?
So...
There's a lot of questionable things.
At a
in this
young
movie.
age... Hold on. In how many years were
Surely you will tell us this.
there
Surely you will tell
between
us.
the superhero
What if it...
incident
What
and
if
the present day Incredibles. It's a miracle I didn't reach the character max.
Yep.
It is a miracle.
Enter.
It's a miracle.
Levi, you have
14 years. Never mind. That's not it. No. It's not what I want to know. It's not
Not what I want to
know.
know.
Why are you giving me Big Hero 6? What?
What?
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
We
what about
could
the Gordon
use-
Ramsay meme?
We
What?
could use Violet as a unit of time if she was born soon after their marriage.
Yeah, so how old is she?
She's around 11.
So when did they get married? That's the question.
They got married in I want to say it says 1983 or something. I can't remember.
That is a weird time the movie starts then. Well, it'll take a bit. 1983.
Maybe not.
I don't know, that's a weird time to start the movie.
Anyway, so
We're gonna
Syndrome
have to
was
rewatch
around
it.
6-ish before Violet was born, so 6 plus 11 equals 17 at most.
So he's
I'd say he might be 30 or something, maybe? It's
He
weird.
has some dope hair in his 30s.
Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, he's kind of small.
17s.
Thinking about him, he's actually kind of small. His height. He's not that big.
17s.
It's all those electronics weighing down on him.
But anyway, regardless.
Oh, and Violet, at the very least, is adopted. Possibly.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this too. The incredible problem with The Incredibles, we never said it was just Syndrome. Never said it was just Syndrome.
A redhead and a blonde, with a black-haired child. That
Different eye color too.
There are a few things that could have happened. Adoption is the best of those.
Yeah, definitely the best. And Dash might be adopted as well. Jack is actually the only one with both of the parents' superpowers, but he has a bunch of other random powers mixed in.
Okay, let's talk about
That
Jack
might
Jack.
be his great.
Let's talk about Jack.
And you're holding it backwards again.
I will kill you. Anyway, let's talk about Jack. Let's just be honest, he's the worst character. I hate him.
Oh,
He
wow.
is kind of wedged in there and is like, he's like the Minions. He's an attention stealer.
No, I just think he's a bad character. Because it's like, oh, it's funny, the baby has a bunch of powers. But it's like, he would easily kill himself. How is he not dead? He's stupid. Because if he sets fire to the house, because that's something, the firepower is something commonly happening. Set fire to the house, dies. Set fire to the house, dies. Gets eaten by a raccoon, killed by a raccoon. A baby could get killed by a raccoon, let's be honest.
We see in his tussle, he has no scrapes or bruises, so he might have like some super healing power or something.
For protection.
Then he's just overpowered, and nobody likes overpowered characters.
Exactly why no one likes Superman.
That's another good point. Nobody likes Superman.
Except when he actually can be beaten to death.
Yeah. Anyway, this is not about Superman. That's later. I'm joking, Levi. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Superman's actually a villain.
Batman and the Lego Batman
Depends.
movie even mentions that in the Lego Batman movie.
Do we have anything else to say about The Incredibles?
Subscribe.
That could be...
Oh, it's Incredible 2.
Oh,
Electric Boogaloo.
have any of you seen it other than me?
I've seen Electric. I've seen Incredible 2. Spoiler warning! You should put that at the beginning of the video.
Yep.
No, you shouldn't say anti-spoiler warning and then... I'm joking.
Okay, so, in the second movie, the villain also isn't all too bad.
I can explain why.
They're
But
making
that's political.
they're making the point that superheroes helping us with every problem and us ignoring every single problem has made us weak and unable to stand up for ourselves. And that's not wrong.
Okay.
And they're going about it in a more
me
humane way than Syndrome. They're hypnotizing, not murdering.
Let me explain what's wrong with that. I think that's trying to say an anti-police narrative.
That could be true.
No, let me think about it. Think about it. But at the same time, it's also supporting a pro-gun narrative.
Controversy!
And when you think about it, the Incredibles movie, it's just a big pro-gun.
Exactly.
Think about it. Because, again, if it's like, basically, we're making the superheroes represent the police's superpower are gun. And...
Syndrome wants to give everyone guns.
Boom!
He's not a villain!
It's an odd message because I support the police and guns. That kind of showed my political alignment in 2 words. Third forward.
I have
Police,
2 words
guns,
for...
good.
I have 2 words for you. Made in America!
That is legitimately funny. Let's go. It's odd because the Incredibles movie 2 is also an odd.
It's literally the first movie, but
With
following the wife.
Which, political problems and stuff.
I still hate that movie.
Oh, controversy. Let's talk about it.
Okay, I hate it for 2 reasons. Number 1, it took them years to make the exact same movie with a different coat of paint.
Yeah.
And 2, because they made the animation better, I can't watch the first one again without cringing hard at the way that whatever Violet's boyfriend's name is that no one cares about. Tony! There's his name.
Baloney. Nobody cares.
The only funny part was Violet squirting water out of her nose.
I don't remember.
That got me to laugh.
I don't remember anything about Violet.
Me either.
At all.
She was kind of
forgettable.
annoying.
I don't remember much of Incredibles 2, if I'm gonna be honest. It's also forgettable.
He looked at me. He looked at the absence of you. That was in the first movie, bud.
Violet's annoying. Also, not anything to do with why these movies are bad. But why is Flash named, like, Dash?
Dash.
It's like a Flash parody name. It literally is, number 1. It's the Flash parodied.
Dash Flash. Dash
They're wrong.
Flash.
They're basically the same.
Oh, and did you notice that in the first and second movie, Dash had a different actor? In the first movie, it's a old lady playing him.
What?
What?
I'm not joking, and she died, and so they actually got like a 5-year-old to play Dash in the second movie, and they sound almost identical. It's incredible.
Why did...
Get it? Incredible?
Duh! I don't know the start of Incredibles. Copyright!
No, he's saying it. If you're doing it yourself, it's not copyright.
Yes, it is.
Let it copyright. Let it copyright.
Can't take this anymore!
Wait. This is a parody song. We can do this. Let it copyright. Let it copyright.
I can't take this anymore. Anyway,
Oh, we can also talk about.
Frozen later.
We can talk about how Frozen's overrated.
And also how the morals, like... What?
What is the moral?
I haven't even seen.
Just like watching it. Okay. Moral? Where?
What is the moral of the story?
Don't nearly kill your sister. Great moral. Great job. Okay, I think I found the moral. The moral is meant to be love conquers all. And that's stupid.
Yeah, that is the
Incredible.
stupidest moral
Back
ever.
to Incredibles. Incredibles 2. Stupid movie.
I hate it.
And the only reason they made the villain not, like, obviously not bad is because political.
And the villain, it's so obvious who the villain is as soon as they walk in the door, before you even hear about the screen's labor. It's obvious. Yep, that's the villain. That's gotta be the villain.
I don't know. It's a confusing moral because it's just an odd movie. And it's not that great of a movie, and it made us wait 2 years for the exact same movie.
And also it ruined the soundtrack of Ant-Man.
What?
Let me explain. Okay, The Incredibles for some reason took the James Bond Mission Impossible-y sound and added it to a superhero movie, which causes the Ant-Man soundtrack to sound like a superhero movie and not a heist movie. And it was meant to sound like a heist movie.
Yeah.
I watched this one, like, music theorist guy, and it's insane. You see, Matt Pat, you shouldn't have done fashion theory, you should have done music theory!
That would have been so many copyrights.
Yeah, but, you know.
So many copyrights. All the copyrights. Anything more to say before we close this video?
Like, comment, subscribe,
No, like
share.
anything other, like a topic we could put. Like, one of the topics was basically the entirety of Incredibles 2. Just the
Subscribe.
entirety of Incredibles 2.
The topic is
So, my
subscribe.
recommendation for Incredibles. Don't.
Watch the first one, enjoy it, then forget the second one exists.
Objectively, yes, Incredibles 2 one's a good movie.
Watch-
But Incredible 2 is not.
Watch the first movie, so we all rated a thumbs up.
It's a good movie, confusing morals, but it's not supposed to be like this, and I understand
Okay.
that I know the moral is more about family.
It's a classic, and I was looking through my attic and found it on cassette. I popped that sucker in and watched it, and oh, nostalgia.
Okay, so we all rated a thumbs
Was
up.
it on cassette?
Yes, it's that old.
Hey!
So Syndrome isn't really that old.
Okay, so we are
Guess we decided
good.
that.
We're good versions of critics. Okay, let's we all rated it a thumbs up.
I rate it neutral.
Neutral.
Okay.
I actually rated
So
good.
the overall rating is
I rated a, like,
slightly high.
Slightly high.
100. I rated
I thought I'd got myself in a party.
I rated a 90-degree thumb, about almost 180 degree, but not quite.
Yeah.
So like, is this starting to go bad like here? And
Yes.
this is like, and this is like neutral, and this is about to go bad. Yeah. They can't even see it.
Okay, just say it's a thumbs.
This one's just neutral. No
Ju-
matter. It's like,
just-
Like
Say-
either way, it's neutral.
Just say it's okay.
you're making me think of a scene from Gladiator.
Okay, we rated
I'm
a
gonna
thumbs
have to
up.
show it.
Copyright.
But anyway, if you like the video, subscribe
Subscribe.
because, or just put it to the Game Theory subreddit. I think Matt Pat would get a kick out of reacting to this.
Yes, he would.
He would.
I mean...
I don't think he would enjoy it, but...
He would laugh.
He would laugh at us. Not with us.
Don't worry, we're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
Matt Pat's so mean. I love how Matt Pat never gonna see this, and we're just assigning traits to him.
What if he actually does see
Okay,
this?
I now need to get a leather jacket just like his to wear for just these videos. That would be great.
Then we start watching to the back room.
Levi.
Oh no! No!
We are Matt Pat!
Levi.
All of us together! We form Matt Pat!
Levi, we're...
Be aggressive! Be...
Wait, he has a blue... He has 3 types of jackets. Levi can be red, you can be blue, and I'll be yellow.
Mellow.
No,
Anyway.
No, you should be white, then we're red, white, and blue.
Well,
Russia.
No, we're talking about Matt Pat. It's the country of Matt Pat.
Country and Matt Pat. Isn't red, yellow, and blue actually colors for a flag?
France?
Red, yellow, and blue.
I saw it. Ready? Why haven't we end the video yet? If
Just
you want to
end
click
the
off,
recording.
you can. But this is like the Woody wrap up.
Red,
Yeah.
Woody wrap up.
blue, and...
Orange too.
In the flag. Enter.
Alright.
Armenia. I've never heard of that place.
How did I remember that?
It was probably in like one of those extra history or like map videos.
Yeah.
For being on. Ooh, I kind of like that.
That's
that one
Swedish.
actually looks...
I think that's...
That one looks pretty
No,
cool.
that's not Swedish. Swedish is only yellow and blue.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, goodbye.